tell me, while prepping for different firms, because you were applying for a variety, right? Boutique banks, consulting firms, higher view interviews, they can all be a little bit different. What did you
Right,
find the
yeah.
differences in preparing for the different types of interviews?
Yeah. So for higher views, you have to really make sure that what you're saying is well structured. And I think the way that we presented it was we have the three key messages that we want to get across. And you have to really do research on which messages, based off your research on the company, would be most beneficial to them that they're really looking for in their early career candidates. Because once they see those messages, it's almost like click, 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 where you're on to the next stage. That's kind of how I saw the higher view processes were. And then when you actually get to the behavioral interviews, when you're speaking with them one on one, it's a much more conversational type of um, process, in my opinion. But you still really want to make sure that you are conveying what you think differentiates you, but also makes you um, fits the best with what you're presenting on your resume and the opportunities you've done in the past. So you want to make sure that they are taking away, key things that you've identified before the interview that you want them to know about you, and that you should have conveyed those by the end of the interview. So I think having that on your mind while you're doing the behavioral interviews is really important. I was just going to say that at the final round, that's where they're kind of looking for specific things that you've presented before. And I think really sitting down and going through, what you've told them about you in the past, where you think that key, whether it's a barrier or things that they may highlight from your application that they'd want to look more into. Really being prepared to explain those things is important because at that point, I think they're thinking, why should I not hire this person versus why should I hire it? So making sure that you're leveling those areas and presenting the best way that you can. That's how you kind of want to approach those final rounds.